Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to, I'm assuming, is the 12th. Let me check here, make sure. I'm pretty sure I could be right about this, or even wrong. Yeah, I think it's the 12th package opening for this month. Probably, most likely, I should say, the last one of this month. So yeah, 12 packages this month. The most I've ever done in a month, if you will, because usually I wouldn't be doing that much in a month because I'd be working. And yeah, finally got a package today. I was hoping to do this last week, but as I mentioned before, like I've mentioned before, basically, the EDD screwed up. I thought originally it was my fault, but if I find out that it was actually the EDD basically, according to the guy, because they got so much going on right now, slowed up that even the slightest mistake someone could make and could be overlooked or fixed instantly took time. But thankfully, it got settled, it got fixed, and I was able to finally get a package, ordered, get some stuff ordered from Amazon that I've been wanting to get for a while. Now, my original store queue that I had set up was a little bit more different, because I had other stuff in there, that I wanted to I wanted to get, but of course over time I had to start thinking, okay, what's different, what's going, not what's different. Over time, what I had to do basically was decide, okay, I could get this later, but what can I save for later, knowing I could get it later, and what do I want to keep to get now? And the one thing about Amazon and any sites like them is mostly Amazon, but other sites similar in style, is they always like to tell you that, oh, there's so many left. Yeah, there's only 3 or 4 left of this. Order soon, or more to come. And I figured, you know what? I know that. Well, basically, I figured, you know what? I understand that they do that just to get people to spend money or to get the item or whatever. But and it works. I should say it actually works. But I just feel. But to me, I felt like, well, I could hold off on some of those. But then again, maybe I don't want to take a chance, because one of the things about some of these items, especially if they go through a third party that uses the Prime option for the ordering, for the purchasing of the customer, one of the things they do is they increase or they decrease. So I wanted to get them at a price that I could get them at. And like I said, they also threw in that little caveat of, oh, you only have a certain amount of items. There's a certain amount of these items left, so you might want to get them. And sometimes they say order soon, or this is how many items are left, and more to come. Like I said, basically that whole situation of they say this, they say that, and I know I repeated myself there. I do apologize, but basically it's just one of those scenarios to where you're like, wow, it's like, what are you gonna do, right? But anyway, like I said, I finally got a package ordered, and like I said, I basically put some items back in the store queue for the time being, because even though I could afford them all at that time, afford to get them, I didn't want to take a chance, because I have my mom. She asks me sometimes how much do I have in my account, if because she might have me do this or that, so I kind of want to make sure I have enough in there just in case I need to do something, just in case that she might ask me to do, like if we have to do major grocery shopping, make sure I have enough in there and I don't fall apart. I also have the backup by Wells Fargo, so I got stuff in there as well, or some money in there as well, so I'm pretty good overall. Basically, I'm kind of close to what I normally get when I combine both finances. I'm kind of close to what the EDD's been giving us based on our monthly unemployment payments. That additional $300. So I'm kind of combined. So I'm kind of in that forte right now when it comes to both sides. But anyway, enough of me rambling and repeating myself. I do apologize. Again, we do have a package here. And here's the thing. I ordered this, I believe, on Tuesday or Wednesday night. I think it was Tuesday evening into Wednesday. And you know how Amazon gives you that little, what is it, that when you order something and then they give you that little line, basically that increases over time before the order gets shipped or is delivered. Well, basically the line was going a little bit slower than usual, it seemed, because this didn't get shipped out until yesterday. You would think it was going to get shipped out Wednesday, seeing as though I did the purchase on Tuesday. On Tuesday evening, you think, okay, Wednesday they're going to get things together and ship it out on Wednesday evening. No, they shipped it out yesterday, and I think it's because they had to wait for the third-party items that were I purchased through the Prime, through my Prime account that uses the Prime option to sell them. I think to arrive so they can ship it all together in this one box. So anyway, though, with that said, let's move this to right here and see exactly. And hold on for a sec while I check something. Okay, just checking something, guys. Now, like I said, with that said, let's open this up and see exactly what I ordered. Like I said, I had to do some changes to the queue, but in the next week or so, well, we have the time here in California around the States, by that extra 300, I'm going to be doing more package openings hopefully down the line. As a matter of fact, the big package opening I want to have planned is to get a new chair, a new gaming chair or something like that, as well as a new futon down the line. But anyway, with that said, let's get into opening this package and see exactly what I ordered for both me and my mom, because yes, there's some items in here for her as well. Some items she's been wanting me to order for quite some time. In fact, one of the items is a complete series that she watches every night on the Hallmark Channel late at night. She kind of falls asleep watching it. And now she also has the option to watch it on Disney Plus starting this spring. So with that said, let's see exactly what series that is and what other items I got for both me and her. Okay, I'm going to place this over here. And got some plastic, of course, bubble plastic, if you will. So let's see what we got. Okay, so what we have here, first of all, and this is how you kind of tell that they utilize third-party partners, that they kind of depend on but they basically, what I'm trying to say is, this is where some of these things that I have here, this is where you could definitely tell they come from third-party vendors that use the Prime option to sell them. Mainly because of the fact that they're not sold like a regular complete set, as they, like a regular complete series set like you normally would see. It's mostly like, once, a certain time comes up, they kind of repackage them a different way. I'm not saying Amazon's the only one that follows this, or the third parties that follow this. When I used to work at Walmart, Walmart used to do the same thing. But the first one we're going to look at here is a series that, my mom will probably be glad to have in the collection, because it has Kirk Cameron, who is doing his 100 Days of Prayer thing right now on Facebook. And it is the complete series set of Growing Pains. Yes, we have the complete series set of Growing Pains. How about that? And this is all the seasons, including the one with Leonardo DiCaprio in there as well. So it's all 7 seasons, from the first to the last, which is pretty cool. I did have some other ones lined up, like Greatest American Hero and Family Ties and Home Improvement. I do plan to get those still. The only thing about the Home Improvement one that is under the Prime option when you can order it, it's $118, and it's the complete gift set or something like that. The Family Ties one's like $95, so I don't know. But yeah, the only reason, what I'm trying to say is the only reason I held off on them is mainly due to the fact that Family Ties is right now, you could watch it on Pluto TV, depending on how you get that, as well as I think you can watch it on MeTV as well, or Antenna TV. But yeah, but anyway, like I said, I got the complete season, complete series set of Growing Pains. How about that? Which is pretty cool. So I'll put that over here. And then, I got this. And this is the series that I was talking about that my mom watches every night on Hallmark Channel, except when it gets preempted during the Christmas season, which starts around October, late September, and goes through all the way to the beginning of the new year. It gets preempted. So I decided, you know, might as well get it, because my mom's been wanting me to get it for a while, so she doesn't always have to but miss a certain episode. Same thing. It's kind of very similar to what I did when I got her the complete series of Reba. You know, so now she could watch it anytime she wants on the courtesy of the Blu-ray. And I'm talking about the complete series set of Golden Girls. That's right, Golden Girls. And believe it or not, they're going to try to remake this with a different cast of characters down the line. But yeah, we got the complete series of Golden Girls. How about that? So I know my mom's going to really enjoy this. And then, moving on, see what we also have here. We also have something that she wanted me to get. This actually got released recently. And what's funny is I had trouble trying to get this through Amazon at first, because when it came out, it was available, and then it just sold out. And then the only way you could get it is through third parties that would send it from overseas, from the United Kingdom. And I decided just to wait. And, you know, patience paid off, because here we have Greenfields, the Gibb Brothers Songbook, Volume 1. Now, this got advertised on Entertainment Tonight and CBS Sunday Mornings. And this is basically Barry Gibb, I think, singing singing a lot of Bee Gees songs with Dolly Parton, Keith Urban, Brandy Carlson, Jimmy Ismo. Basically, it's a redoing of the songs, but he's doing duets with some of the top artists of today and in the past like several decades, and if not recently. So got that for her, because she's a big Bee Gees fan. She's a bigger Beatles fan, but she also likes the Bee Gees, and this really got her attention when it was announced. So I got her that. So along Golden Girls and Growing Pains, you know, she's going to have quite the time. Now, Growing Pains is basically for the both of us, but Golden Girls is for her, mainly. And I'm going to make sure there's nothing else in here. Okay, I think that's about it for my mom. I think. Oh, we got something here too, so I think that's about it. So we'll get into that in a moment. So the first thing that I got for myself, and I think that's something else, but the other thing that I got for myself was a home video capture device. This is a 4K video capture device. This is by, I think their name was Ross, I think, or whatever the name is. But basically, I got this because it's 4K, and it's Horizon. It's called Horizon, I think. It's right there. And I got this because the capture device I do have, which is right here, this capture device, I don't know if you guys can see it. I got the thing. But this capture device here, you know, it does the job, but now that I got a 4K TV, you know, like I said, it still does the job, but you can't hear the volume. It's like you can hear the volume. I mean, it records the audio and everything, but you can't hear anything else after that. Oh, but you can't hear the audio, I should say, after that. Or while you're playing, I should say. I mean, you hear the audio once you upload it to YouTube, and all that, like I do, but you can't hear it, you know, while you're recording, and I would like to do that. So this hopefully will allow me that opportunity. The Razer Bond on 4K video capture device. Hopefully it'll allow me to do that. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. As a matter of fact, we'll save that for later, actually. Let's take a look at some movies here. So the first one I got, right here, this recently got released officially for the first time ever on Blu-ray. That's right, the first time ever on Blu-ray. you would think, oh, now you might think, well, wait a minute, wasn't it on Blu-ray already? Yeah, it was on Blu-ray already, but that was in the UK. That was in the UK, and you would have to wait weeks. Frank Hill, it's Frank, told me that this was coming. He basically messaged me a link and everything, telling me this was coming, and this year, and I decided I wanted to get it if I could. I decided that if he wasn't going to send it to me, and I'm sure he would have, if he had the opportunity. I'm sure Frank Hill would have sent it to me if he had the opportunity. That if he couldn't do it, I would try to get it myself, and that's what I did. And we're talking about Jetsons, the movie, first time on Blu-ray. Now I know the movie is on HBO Max and all that in high def, but one thing I've heard people like John Campea and others say is that even though you could get good high def imagery, 1080p, 4K through streaming, that basically when you get it directly off the disc, it's a lot better. It's full. It basically it's got more umph to it than the regular ones as well. So yeah, or than the streaming versions. Again, the picture quality on 1080p and 4K is great, but overall it's like, if you start getting it directly from the disc, the bit rate and everything is upped in a big way to where it's better clarity, less if no lag at all and stuff like that. So yeah, I got Jetsons the movie. Like I said, Frank Hill was planning to get me this. I'm assuming he was planning to get it for me. I'm assuming if he had the opportunity. But like I said, I kind of told myself if he wasn't, I was going to get it myself, and that's what I did. So I got Jetsons the movie on Blu-ray. And the other one I got, speaking of the Jetsons, and I'm assuming Frank Hill would have done this for me as well, is we got Jetsons the original series on Blu-ray. Now, just to clarify, because one thing I've noticed in the comment sections was people were confused of what people were talking about when we were saying, oh, it's the original series or the complete original series. A lot of people assumed it also included the 1980s revival or the continuation, if you will, the 1980s continuation. No, this is the 1962 to 1963 version. This is the first two seasons, or the first season completely, first two seasons of the 1960s debut of the Jetsons, and not including the 80s revival, if you will. So, which led to the movie. So yeah, to go with Jetsons the movie, got Jetsons the complete original series, the 1961, to go along with it. Now, speaking of movies, I got this one. I'm surprised that they haven't put this on Blu-ray yet or anything. And this is one movie that I actually saw in theaters by myself. There was a theater, real quick story, there was a theater right next to us where I lived, or right next to me where I lived on Prairie Ridge Place Apartments, in Lawrence, Kansas. Theater, a Gauge 4 theater right next to us. I went over there and saw this in the theaters, and I was the only person that saw it in the theaters. And we're talking about the live-action adaptation of Josie and the Pussycats. And I thought, honestly, it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. And I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put this on Blu-ray yet. You would think that, wanting to make some money, they might attempt to do that, but they didn't. But yeah, I got Josie and the Pussycats, the live-action movie, finally on DVD. And then to go along with it, I also got, courtesy of Warner Archive Collection, on Blu-ray. And again, I'm sure Frank Hill would have sent me this if he could, if he had the opportunity. I got Josie and the Pussycats on Blu-ray, the complete series. I also have the complete series on DVD as well, which I believe I purchased from my job when I worked there at Walmart. And so now I got the Blu-ray version to complement it. Okay guys, sorry about that. My battery died on my Canon HD camera. So now I'm resuming here with my GoPro camera. But like I said, the next one here on the list, we have Josie and the Pussycats, courtesy of Warner Brothers Archive Collection. Of course, basically when I worked at Walmart, I got the complete series on Blu-ray. Not Blu-ray, but DVD. So I figured might as well get the Blu-ray as well. I also have the Flintstones complete series. I don't own it, but I have the Blu-ray version of the complete series of the Flintstones in my store queue, ready to be ordered up in the future. But yeah, I decided, to get this as well. This was one of the cheaper ones they had. as well. This was, I think, $20, and the Jetsons one was like 22. So yeah, I got Josie and the Pussycats here, the the Blu-ray version, and like I said, it complements my DVD version of the complete series. And we have includes featurette, the irresistible charm of Dan DiCarlo, the man in his art. So I guess the person behind Josie and the Pussycats and all that. But yeah, I got this. And again, like I said with the Jetsons one, with both the Jetsons complete series and the Jetsons movie on Blu-ray, I'm assuming that, you know, if he had the opportunity, Frank Hill, it's Frank, would have probably sent me those if he could. But I understand if he can't because, you know, real life gets, you know, in the way sometimes. You got to take care of priorities. That's what I do a lot of as well. I take care of priorities. And if I can't order something or send something to somebody, I just have to wait and be patient like a lot of us do. But like I said, saw this, decided to get it. So now I got this to go along with the DVD version of the complete series, as well as the live action movie, which is pretty cool. Then next up, we have something I've been kind of having my eye on this for a while. And this is, I'm assuming, it says Region 2, but I think it's fine either way. We have Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Now, I do have Marvel vs. Capcom 3, as well as Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And now I got Infinite. I also had at one point Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on my Xbox 360, but then that got deleted or that got removed for some odd reason. But I do have also, courtesy of my Super Retrocade and the ROM file, I do have Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of the Superheroes. So basically I have now 3 out of the 4 MVC games here. So hopefully this works. It says Region 2, but I think it should work in mine as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, they sent me this. But yeah, I ordered this one as well. So now I got this game to play as well. So that's a new video game in my collection. Alright, next up here, we have something that I wanted to get my hands on for a while. Obviously, this is Nightmare Night, aka Halloween themed. We have stories of Magical Apple, Extreme Bingo, Nightmare Night, Pie in the Sky, and Copycats. And it is volume 16 of the trade paperback of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic's IDW Comics. And this is basically, like I said, all Halloween themed, which is pretty cool. Can't wait to read this down the line as I can. And obviously, you know, when I get the opportunity, I should say. And obviously, it also takes place within, you know, season 8 and all that, because that's what we got introduced to the young 6, if you will, the student 6. So we got introduced to them, which was pretty cool. And we'll see they're getting into the spirit as well. So really happy to have this. Like I said, volume 16. And this is one of the more iconic cover shots, single individual issue, or, you know, in this case, trade paperback. Because you have Luna, you have Celestia, you have Cadence, you know, dressed up as 3 witches, doing the toil, trouble, bubble, whatever kind of thing it was. That little witch saying, you know, toil, trouble, toil, bubble, trouble, whatever. That's basically what the posed as right there, those kind of witches. So, yeah, it's pretty cool overall, so I like it. Like I said, it takes place a little after season 8 because you have Spike with wings here. And it's nice that when the comic, you know, kind of incorporates what happens in the cartoon into the book. So, really cool. Really cool. So, really like it. Really happy to have that in the collection. And then I got this again. Frank, I know if you're watching, I do apologize, because I know you were probably going to plan to send me this, but like I said, you know, a lot of us have been dealing with, you know, what's been going on, been wondering about the stimulus and all that. Been waiting for EDDs, throughout our state. So basically, I decided to get this. At first I was going to get it through Midtown Comics, but they take a little long. Even if you say, hey, send it one day, even if you choose the 1 day option or 5 day option, they take a little too long. So I decided to get it through Amazon. And this, of course, is Volume 7, Sonic the Hedgehog, All or Nothing, IDW. It's the IDW book. And this is basically a collection of the final issues of the Metal Virus saga. Like I said, I know Frank Hill was probably, and I'm assuming this, was probably planning to send me this, but he never had the opportunity to do so. So yeah, unfortunately, no, not unfortunately, but so what I'm trying to say, I'm sorry. Let me get some Dr. Pepper here for a second, guys. Hold on. But like I said, I know Frank Hill was, I'm assuming Frank Hill was planning to send me this, but like I said, a lot of things unfortunately get in the way. That's what I was trying to say, unfortunately get in the way. So I decided, just to get it and kind of save him the trouble, save him some money, because I know that what he does for myself and Zara Nizarak and Patrick Butler is out of the kindness of his heart. So I figured I would save him some money and everything and just get it myself. And I know down the line when he gets, a little ahead of himself, like the rest of us are going to try to get ahead of ourselves, he'll probably be sending some stuff out in the future. But I figured I might as well, save him the trouble and get the trade paperback as well to go along with the other ones. But yeah, this is the conclusion of the Metal Virus saga overall. Like I said, I read the issues courtesy of YouTube because people posted up the issues on YouTube, the final issues. So I was able to read them there and get caught up on everything. Get caught up, I should say, on everything. And so I could do that review that I did. But yeah, I got Volume 7 here of the IDW book, which majorly concludes the Metal Virus arc, which look, I'll admit had its moments and everything, but could have been a lot better. In fact, I even say in my missed opportunities video, they could have done something to really amp up the stakes, if you know what I mean. And check that video out. I'll probably link it at the end. And then last but not least, we have this. And if this is what I think it is, they should do more printings. Obviously, they are IDW, that is. Hopefully they'll do more printings of this and Volume 2 because I plan to get not Volume 2, but Issue 2 to go along with this. And this is one of the more anticipated, comic book events and stories that has been long in the making. As a matter of fact, this is a story that's been in the making since the late 80s, early 90s. And it is, and no wonder they put it in like this. It looks pretty good. Okay, it's a third printing, and I like how it's done glossy wise, so that's pretty good. It's a third printing of the first issue 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. And basically they have, I'm assuming, more issues to come in the future, I believe. Yeah, they got more issues to come. So yeah, they got more issues to come in the future. But this is basically a story that was planned out a long time ago, but they just never got the chance to do it. So now, Kevin. So now I think who is it? Eastman and Laird finally got a chance to see it become a reality, and it's like I said, The Last Ronin. And everybody has talked about this so far. The old Turtle Den YouTube page has talked about it. And they actually did a spoiler video on this issue, in giving you the identity of who this turtle is, I should say. So check that out if you can. And overall, it looks really good. There's no doubt about that. It looks really good. The art style can't deny it. It looks really well done. What do you expect when it comes to trying to make a story like this become a reality? But overall, really happy to finally have this. I mean, I wanted to get it when it first came out, but of course it's sold out. So thankfully they did multiple printings, and now I finally got the last Ronin. Really happy to have, really happy I should say, excuse me, to finally have this. But yeah, that's gonna be about it, guys. I check everything, make sure nothing else is in there, and I fixed the Sonic stuff here. But yeah, that's about it for this 12th package opening. Sorry for the ending. Sorry for the abrupt ending with the other video or with the other camera. What are you going to do when you have a battery that's been, not really, when it charges, doesn't charge up to the 100% like it should. It just charges up to a certain amount. But yeah, I do apologize for that. But overall, that's going to do it for this package opening here. So for me, of course, got myself a new game, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Got the Blu-ray version of the complete series of Josie and the Pussycats, as well as the live-action movie. Also got the complete series of the complete original series of the Jetsons, which is the 1960s debut of them. Which does not, let me repeat, does not include the revival from the 80s, which I'm assuming they will put on Blu-ray to complement this in the future, as well as the Blu-ray version of Jetsons the movie. Really happy to have that. And then, of course, like I said, last Ronin, which I'm really looking forward to reading. Really like Ninja Turtles, and I will give IDW credit. If there's anything I should subscribe to besides Sonic and MLP, it's Ninja Turtles and mostly Last Ronin. And then, of course, like I said, got these issues. Got the Volume 7 of IDW Sonic comic, which majorly concludes the Metal Virus saga. Then, of course, got Volume 16 of entitled "Do You Believe in Magic?" of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, which collects the 4 stories: Magical Apple, Extreme Bingo, Nightmare Night, Pie in the Sky, and Copycats. Actually, it's 5 stories, not 4. So, really happy to have this. And I can only imagine real soon they'll be making announcements where they're going to be doing collector editions where they collect the first 4 or 5 issues of the season 10 interpretation of the comics season 10 interpretation of the animated continuity. And then, of course, on top of that, got myself a new video capture card. And then for my mom, got her CD. And for both of us, got Growing Pains, of course, which is really cool. And the Golden Girls, which I know she's gonna like as well. But yeah, overall, that's about it. I mean, thankfully, I am thankful this all came. I would say about a half hour, an hour after I got lunch. I got lunch delivered. Actually, what I did is I got Mountain Mike's Pizza. I got myself a mini pineapple luau pizza, just a mini one, not a small, but a mini, which is fulfilling. And I also got a cookie pie pizza, a small one, to go along with it to kind of fill me up, a little bit of dessert. And then I got the mix and match 4-pack of 20-ounce sodas. I just already finished the Pepsi one, and now I'm on to the Dr. Pepper. So, yeah, pretty good day so far. And again, I do have other package openings planned for the upcoming weeks, hopefully. One of them, of course, being the chair and this, and we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Again, Frank Hill, if you're watching, I know deep down you had a lot of intentions to probably send me, the final collector's book, Volume 7 of the IDW Sonic, the Sonic comics, where it concludes a majority of the It concludes basically a majority of the Metal Virus saga. So I know you had good intentions to do that, and possibly you were planning to do the same thing with the Jetsons and Josie and all that. And I do appreciate that if you were planning to do that, which I have no doubt, had you had the opportunity to do so, you would have, because that's what you do. I mean, Frank, that's what you do. You do these kind of things out of the kindness of your heart that really surprised myself and guys like Zara Nizarak and Sean McLean and many others, because we don't expect it. We don't expect it. You just you throw out the hints of asking what we have, and all that, and then suddenly you throw us a little surprise by saying, "Oh, here's a tracking number for a package I'm sending you, or oh, I'm sending you a package and I'm gonna give you the tracking number as soon as I can." So again, I really appreciate when you do that, Frank. It really helps me and it helps everybody else out. And like I said, I know you are probably considering and planning to do the same thing here with some of the things. Like I said, the Volume 7 of the IDW Sonic comic, as well as the Jetsons movie and complete series, possibly even the Josie one. But again, you can't control the what's around the corner. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow and hope for the best the next time around. And look at it this way too: it saves you money as well, because you never know what's, like I said, you never know what's going to be around the corner. So hopefully you understand, and look forward to anything you may send me, or any of us that you send stuff to. I look forward to whatever you have planned for the future when it comes to package sending down the line. But again, guys, though, besides that, thank you all for watching this package opening for today, the 12th and last one for the month of February. And which concludes, I would assume, the most package openings I've done in quite some time. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. Again, I apologize for the abrupt interruption with the changing of the different format cameras, if I should say. Hopefully I can get that fixed and taken care of in the future. But again, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate your support. Comment down below. Comment in the live chat if you want during the premiere of this package opening. And I will talk to you all later. God bless. Take care. Take care of yourself. Get vaccinated if you can get the opportunity. And I am out.